And just waiting now for the West Whyalla team to come out into the ground, and should be moments away. Central team just moving through from the B grade, winning their premiership. And just waiting now, the Central A grade team is already out on the ground doing their warm-up, and just waiting now for Westies to come out onto the ground. The banner goes up. Fire up and win is the message for the boys. So we come in on that. And as always, the price of victory is dedication for the boys. As here they come, led by their skipper, Dasha Nahagi.
Look at the my flag.
And the boys in a tight group now and about to do their warm-up around the ground. As I said, beautiful conditions here. Slight breeze from left to right as you're watching the screen. Probably a 2 or 3 goal breeze. It's absolutely perfect conditions today for what should be a very, very good game of footy as the victorious Central team come off the ground in the B grade. Westies now just doing their pre-match warm-up. Bit of a light run through down the back.
Would all spectators please clear the oval?
Just moving around now as Tio comes back to take over the camera work. I'll just duck off for a few minutes and we'll come back with you very, very shortly. Toss of the coin just then, and I think Dasha Hagi won the toss and will kick to the right of the screen using the breeze first in the first quarter. So a good early start for Westies, winning the toss. And use of this probably 2 to 3 goal breeze. A bit gusty, has changed direction a little bit since we did first arrive at the ground. Virtually straight down the ground, but probably just across the pockets now, forward to back pocket. And the Westie boys just going through a few handball exercises, warming up before the game. No real surprises in the team today. I think Jerry Simitos, the unlucky player to miss out, and the juniors going back, unfortunately didn't quite make the side. All players coming up in their fitness efforts, and should be a very good game, very good day for footy today. A bit warm, so plenty of fluids need to be taken. But again, a very good game in store today. Central's been the top team all year. And from the very first game of the year, they've been undefeated and outright favourites. But I think the Westie boys are fairly keen and fairly positive about what they've got to do today. And we'll be looking for a good start early from the likes of Manfield, Hagi, Dion Harrison in the middle, Dave Harrison, sorry, in the middle, and runners through the middle, McCartney, Fisher, young Shannon Winders, Simons, and alike. So just waiting now for the players to line up. I think there will be a national anthem, I'm not sure, but I think there will be. And just get the final message from the captain. And we will be underway shortly. Fairly good crowd in today. Beautiful conditions again, as I said. Good crowd in. Should be a lot of vocal support today. The oval looking in good condition. Central's lining up on the back of the square. They're half of the square now, waiting for the anthem, just waiting for Westies to also do the same. The umpires give them a bit of a hurry up now, and the siren blows. So players line up now for the national anthem. The umpires in the centre line up as well. President Jim Hewitson just welcoming everybody to the grand final.
28 and 40.
Remembrance of the people who were tragically killed in New York and Washington during this week, and all the Australians who lost their lives. We'd like to have a minute of silence.
The President just explaining to... Oh, that's right, you boys have a drink.
No, that's all right. No, it's all right.
Just explaining that we will have a minute's silence. Silence there for the tragedy in New York and Washington with the terrorist action over there. Very well done here. National anthem being played there. So the boys now get ready. Final talk, and then away they'll go.
Go Barry! Your central umpires for today's game are John Kittle and Willie Sleep. We'd also like to congratulate Willie Sleep on his life for the Whyalla Football League and the winning of the Golden Whistle Award.
It's the umpires again for today's game. Willie Sleep and John Kittle, two veteran umpires. Willie's been an umpire since he finished playing several years, and John Kittle, he was umpiring when I was playing under 18s some 10 years ago, so he'd been around for a long time. Two experienced umpires and should be well adjudicated here today. It's the players break, ready to take their positions. Coming off for Central looks to be Scott Collison. I'm not too sure of the other two players there. So come towards the bench. Coming off for Westies is Martin Woodcock, young Lee Simons, and young Travers, Nace Travers, coming off. So we'll see if there's any surprises early. Big Sticks man, Manfield goes down to full forward. Alongside of him is Wakeland. Bradley Smith will take up a pocket. Half forward line there of Damien Judd. Best player last week in Brown. And on the other flank is McCartney. No, it's Nathan Anderson, sorry, on the other half forward flank. As here we go, the bounce of the ball, the grand final for 2001. Harrison gets the first tap, tries to get a palm out again. Coming through there, it looks to be Slattery for Centrals. Hargy goes in hard, Tristan Watt goes in over the top. Ball's bumbled in and out there. Lattimore gets a handball out to young Stan, I think it is. He gets his kick forward. Good players flew there well. Coming out the back was McCartney. He gets his handball back. Scotty Maitland gets hold of it now. Coming through, Central players going down everywhere. Big Turner gets the ball. Gets it out wide now to Slattery. Young Stan it was. Got his kick forward to the half-forward flank. But the ball beats that West player over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw in the scoreboard side. Good physical start early. Ball comes back in now. Harrison and Lattimore do most of the ruck work today. Hargy runs onto the ball, gets well tackled. Ball comes out. Central's trying to get hold of it now. They do so. I think it was through young Stan. He gets his kick towards goal. Bit of shepherding, and it's the first goal of the game. Goes onto the board for Centrals. Good early start. Just try and pick up that player. I think it was young Stanton. Comes running back to the centre. West player was swamped by about 3 or 4 Central players. They got it out, and young Stanton got his hands on the footy and kicked truly. Good shepherding work in the goal square. And the ball back to the centre. Up it goes. Harrison beaten to it by this time by Lattimore. Hargy tries to burst through, but we've got a free kick in order to go to Mark Fisher in the centre of the ground. Very important player today for Westies. So he goes forward now. Out wide looking for Damien Judd. Juddy the big hands. Harrison does the roving. Oh, he's a shocking kick, and he's absolute mongrel punt. He's put it out on the full, deep in the back pocket for Centrals. The free kick to be taken there by, I think it's Slattery, deep in the pocket. Goes forward and finds Stanton, Matthew Stanton, the older brother. The 2 Stanton boys playing for Centrals today. Looking up for, got the kick smothered off the boot. The ball falls to Lattimore. He got his handball to younger Stanton. Stanton goes to Turner. Turner got it back in the old 1-2. Now comes to Richie Burton, the captain for Centrals. He goes long down the wing looking for Kieran Stewart. And he misses an easy chest mark and bumbles the ball over the boundary line for a throw-in. Half-back flank for Westies. Boundary umpire throw the ball back in now. Harrison gets a good hand to it. Nobody really there for Westies. Coming through for Centrals. Well tackled there. Coming through again is McCartney. Gets a good kick to it towards Brown. Brown got the ball, well done. Got slightly legged, tumbles it out the back looking for Judd. He can't get it. Coming through there was Dunny. And Dunny's kick has been chopped off by Dion Harrison. Centre wing grandstand side. Looks for Brown. Longer kick, no. Goes forward looking for Smith, who got a little push out. But a good mark there taken by the tall opponent, Richie Burton. Richie Burton comes wide looking for Cameron Stewart. Finds him the halfback flank. He goes forward looking for Lattimore. Lattimore, the big fella, the big ruckman for Centrals, gets a handball inboard towards Dunn. Dunn dodges around his player. Now looking for an option up forward. Kicks longer. Zilm was tackled by Gilbert Taylor there and give away the free kick. Shane Zilm, half-back flank for West. Comes wide looking for Wakeland. Oh, it's a bad kick. Inboard there, a few players going through. Judd has the opportunity. Goes to ground. Gets a handball out. Nobody there for Westies. Coming through was well tackled there, the Central player by Westies, and they'll bundle it up. It was a good tackle from Mark Wakeland. Stopped him right in his tracks. Young player of Hewish. Kittle bounces the ball. Coming through, thumped it well forward with Central player there off the ball. Young Stanton, Scotty Maitland gets rid of him. Gets the ball to Tristan Watt now, who goes towards Juddy. Juddy looks to be on one leg. Couldn't quite take that mark early. Coming through there, good shepherd from Lattimore on Maitland. The ball comes through now, looking for City Carter. Gets well tackled there. No, gets away from that tackle from Dasher Hagi. They kick the ball forward. Turner was the target. Gilbert Taylor coming through. He could get a free kick for being held without the ball. 50-metre arc for Centrals, looking for options. Ball goes up, looking for velocity. Big high pack here, over the back with the fist of the West player. The ball comes down, Central player well tackled. Ball spills out the back, someone gets a toe poke to it. I think it'll be a rush through for a behind. It will. Central's just doing well into the breeze here early on. Simon Chase about to kick the ball back in. Just looking for some options. Goes wide to the run of Shane Zulm. He's got a paddock out there if he can get it. He does now. Comes inboard. Looking again for options. Goes short to Mark Fisher. Stops and props. Goes back now. Comes wider now to Scotty Maitland. Westy zigzagging. This is a bad kick. Scotty's done pretty well though. Stuck out the paws and it fell for him. Goes forward now looking for the Brown. And he finds Brown. Beautiful kick from Scotty Maitland it was there. And Brown leading out from full forward. Marked it beautifully. 45-degree angle. Probably kicking from about 40 metres. The breeze just across him slightly, so should be just inside the right post. Careful, deliberate kick. Looks pretty good. They like it. The goal umpire says that'll do. First goal on the board for Westies. 1 goal, 1 Centrals. Westies 1 goal. Good work there from the back line from the kick out. Found Shane Zulm, and then crisscrossed the ball across the field. And a good lead from Paul Brown, and a good kick from Scotty Maitland. Found him, and he kicked truly for Westie's first goal. So that'll give him a bit of heart. Good start from the boys. Breeze doesn't seem to be too bad. It's virtually across the pockets and the flanks, so it shouldn't be too bad. Central's going into it with their 1 goal, 1 early. Bounce to the ball, the centre now. Harrison and Lattimore. Lattimore gets a good thump to that. Gilbert Taylor attacks it. He picks it up. Coming back inboard for Burton. Then puts a big shepherd on Scotty Maitland, who didn't like that at all. And there will be a bit of a free kick here as the scuffle goes on in the middle. But free kick to Centrals as Kieran Stewart will take that free kick right on the 50-metre arc. So probably too far out to score. The leading goal scorer in the Whyalla Football League. Looking for a lead now of Gilbert Taylor. Ball kicked in, comes in short. Good work there done by Stephen. Butters up again on the ball, looking to get a handball out. Can't come out now, out the back it goes. Turner comes through hard. Coming through with Zulm. Gets his handball to Watt. Watt needs to do something, comes inboard, dodges well. Gets a handball to Fisher. Coming through was Hargy, a good shepherd. Fisher got his handball, got ridden into the ground from behind. Dunn gets a kick on goal and sneaks it through for a point. Well, it was Carter, it was. Young Peter Carter. So good hard stuff early. Body's going in pretty willing. None more than Scotty Maitland. He'll be keen. And it's Damien Judd. Comes all the way down from centre half forward to take the kick in. Shane Zulm breaks this side. Big pack in the centre half back position. The kick comes out wide to Sticks Mansfield, the target. It's stopped and propped on its pointy end. The ball is out there with the Central player. Gets an up and under kick. This will be a hospital ball. As they go for the ball there, comes through to West player now. Lattimore gets well tackled by Watt. Slung to the ground. Oh, and the umpire said too high. A bit strange. Tristan Watt's about half the size of Adam Lattimore and he got a high tackle. Adam Lattimore now about to put Central in the 50-metre attacking arc. Goes forward there, big punch away from the West player. Comes out the back, Centrals can't get it out. Players going in everywhere. Stephen comes out with it now. Has no options, goes up the ground. Looking for Harrison and Lattimore in front. Takes a good mark. And he'll put him into the attack again. No, umpire said come back, you've got to go behind your mark. Lattimore now, half forward for Centrals, putting them deep into attack. Kick at a man on the mark again. Good shepherd there from young Hargy. Harrison gets the ball now. Handball's out wide, looking for Judd. Judd runs onto it. Nice looking kick up forward, looking for Wakeland. Can't quite reach it. Out in the far wing there, Shannon Winders, the pace machine, gets a good kick forward. Looking for his fellow player Smith and went over his head and out of bounds. Out of bounds on the full, in fact. Ball comes back now from Centrals. Looking there for Lattimore it was. Or young Stanton, Hooky Stanton. And the ball beats him over the boundary line on the far side. Right in front of Margie and Chops over there. She'll be banging the plates together all day. Good on you, Margie. Ball comes in now. The ruckman do battle. Big Sticks got it out. Got tackled well. Ball comes to ground. Coming through now. Centrals trying to get it forward. Young Stanton, I think it was, got a kick forward. Only went as far as the Central West player, but Mark Turner picked it up and went forward looking for Gilbert Taylor. He slips over with his defender. Both players go to ground. On the now as another Central player got tackled without it. Didn't have the ball. And I think it was Kieran Stewart on the far side. Not quite sure who it is. The Central player will take the free kick. Velocity made a lead. He didn't go for it. Taylor got the sit on Scotty Maitland, but bit of rough stuff there. And coming in was, and he's reversed it, the umpire. McCartney it was. No, Ryan Bowman it was. Come in and he said, I don't like what you did there, son. And the umpire has reversed the free kick. So Gilbert Taylor will get a shot on goal. On a slight angle, 40 metres out. Around discipline there from the West player. Gilbert now comes in. Normally a reliable kick. Oh, it's a shocker, absolute shocker. And playing in front, like all good defenders, Chevy Chase takes the mark. Goes wide with the handball out there for McCartney. He gets his left-legged kick now, looking for point three. Point three with superior pace, runs away from his Central player in, I think it was Slattery, who has pulled up a bit proppy. Might have done a fetlock there. The old hammy could have gone twang. And the ball went over for a throw-in. Far side, Lattimore tries to belt it away. The ball gets along the ground. Richie Burton's in there. So is young Zoom. Players pile on and we'll have another bounce on the far side of the ground. Willie Sleeve throws it up. Tapped by Latz. Comes for Dasher Hagi. He pubs along the ground. Big clash of players there. Coming through him was Shane Zoom. Kicks it forward for Westies. Up there looking for Smith. Smith with Wakeland, but the ball's taken away by Robbie Dunn. Gets his handball to young Stanton. Stanton goes wide now. Looking for Adam Timms. He gets a grubber kick in forward. Finds the Central player there. Not sure who he is. Kicking forward towards the lead of Kieran Stewart. Coming through. Good clash of bodies. Through there was Anderson with his handball. Coming out of Sticks Mansfield. He'll get a kick forward. Looking for and finding. I think it's young Simons. Kicks in now, looking for Scotty Maitland. Found that play, dodges around, gets his kick away. Here's young Shannon Winters and Fisher at it. Young Shannon, good pace, shows a good clean pair of heels. Try to get the handball away. The Central defenders go in hard. Comes out now to Mark Fisher. Gets a handball away. At the back line there, Central gets a relieving kick to the boundary line. And nothing but West players along this side of the ground. And it's Slattery, I think it is, who has done a hamstring. He comes off, and going on is young Brenton Jackson. Yes, Chris Slattery done a hamstring. As the ball gets thrown in, Lattimore gets a tap down there. Coming through, young Winters. Gets it to Scotty Maitland. Kick around the corner was well smothered. Going away now with the ball is young Adam Blakely. He gets his kick forward and finds Gilbert Taylor. Has a runner wide and Turner gives it to him. Turner drops the ball, goes back to Gilbert. Gilbert now in the pocket. Looking for his brother. Couldn't quite get it. Coming forward with the kick. Fouled after disposal was Anderson. And the kick to be taken by Bowman. Bowman now goes forward looking for Wakeland, playing in front, comes over the back now. Young player in is Stewart. Young Cameron Stewart gets a kick away now. Another young player here wide, can't pick it up. in Blakely, young Adam Blakely. We'll have a throw in right in front of the central box. Grandstand side, 14-minute mark, the first term. 1 goal, 1 Westies, 1 straight. Ruckman do battle, comes over the back. Bowman gets a handball out, but young Stanton gets the ball now. Luke Stanton, no left leg, goes on the right. Kieran Stewart finds the ball, didn't want the ball, attacked the player coming at him. Coming through there was, looked to be young Anderson. Comes out now to Mark Fisher. Fisher has Bowman. Bowman has what if he wants him. God, gee whiz, no talking there from Westies at all. Coming through hard was Mark Fisher. Luke Stanton comes through, gets the ball, gets a kick forward, looking for Turner, dived at it, couldn't quite pick it up. Anderson now gets his kick away. McCartney it was, looking in the middle for Brown. Brown over the ball. Good work there by young Turner from Centrals. Gets it out wide to Hewish. Hewish kicking wide now for looking for Gilbert Taylor. Well shepherded off the ball there from Sieben. Sieben gets his handball out the back to McCartney it is, and the long left-legged goes forward. Shannon Winders, plenty of pace out there. Young Hewish, and the ball beats him over the boundary line, the far side. Good start early. Plenty of body clashes. Bit of excitement for the people here on a beautiful day. Right in front of Margan, chops again, the far wing. Having trouble getting the ball back from him. Marg's looking for a kick. Umpire throws the ball back in now. Brown doing the ruck work this time for West. Gets the tap away. Good work there from Wakeland it was. Kicks forward, has nobody there. Burton was tackled without it. And we'll get a free kick. Bit of a professional free there from Smith because they were away. So he holds up play now. Richie Burton. Half-back flank. Defensive 50. Goes short. Looking for Lattimore, scoops it up off the ground, tries to dodge around a weave, in a bit of trouble here, Lats. Got his handball away, the ball comes out to Burton. Tim's now in the back pocket, has nowhere to go, and drubs along the ground looking for Usher, and it beats him over the boundary line for a throw in. Right in front of the light tower here. Far side, the ruck work again being done by Wakeland this time against Lattimore. The ball comes down to the central player. He can't get his handball away. Burton gets a handball away now looking for Lattimore. Comes inboard to Dunn it was. They're mucking around with it a bit. Comes out to Burton again. The West player's got it now. Tristan Watt. He can't get away. Burton goes back again towards Usher. Usher gets a kick forward looking for Turner over his head and might have been out in the full. Yes, it was. Far side. As Anderson it was, got the kick forward, looking there for Harrison, leading out from full forward, couldn't quite complete the mark. Coming through was done, he was well tackled. Usher gets out wide, and Blakely gets a short kick to Lattimore. Big Lats back in the defensive side. Kicks now, looking for the lead. Players fly, big pack come out there through Bowman. Bowman got his handball towards Dasher Hagi. Hagi comes in board with another handball to Watt. Watt to Fisher. Fisher inside his player. Kicks it forward now to the lead of Scotty Maitland and found him. Good work there from Westies. Scotty Maitland found him dead in front. 35 metres out from goal. With good use of handball there from Westies. Pressure was applied. Contest, the ball come to ground. Use of handball, and then Fisher evasive skills and found Scotty straight in front. Scotty Maitland with the kick, and I think he's hooked it, and he has. Bad kick there from young Scotty. He's normally a pretty reliable kick. Registers just the 1 point. Dunn brings the ball back in for Centrals and finds Blakely short. Blakey now coming the grandstand side. Big Lattimore makes the lead with him. Is Sticks Manfield, but Lats with the superior body takes the mark. Handball's on to Robbie Dunn. Central's playing on at all costs. Gets the ball forward, looking for the player there in Richmond. Richmond can't get it. Coming out through with Stan. Stan gets it to young Taylor. Young Jackson now it is. Kicks forward. Stephen playing in front. Gets the ball and bursts away. Kicks forward in the centre, looking out wide for Bowman. He'll have a race with the young fellow there in Stewart it is. Cameron Stewart picks the ball up. Gets an up and under kick, looking back for his captain in Burton. Put him under pressure, coming through as Hargy. Palmed it down beautifully to young Shannon. He has another up and under kick. Looking for Wakeland. Latz comes over the top with a big sprawl. Can't quite get it, just Brown. He runs onto it now, gets a handball back, finds Bowman. Bowman looking forward now, has Smith, the only option there. Comes through now to Harrison, puts a body on, got his player out of that. Here Westies have the numbers if they can get it over the top. He does to Smith, can't quite grab hold of it. Coming through is Timms, and he forces it behind. Good work there from Timms. Westies had the numbers and couldn't quite find the ball. And a rush behind to Centrals, to West. At the 20-minute mark of the first quarter, scores are all tied up. 1 goal, 2 apiece. Ball come in from fullback, went to Dunn. Dunn squares it across to Hewish now, the far side. He's got a paddock in front of him as Smith gives chase. Goes forward looking for the central player out there, and almost a specky, but he couldn't just quite hang on to it, the young lad. I think it was young Stewart on the far side. Got up but couldn't quite hang on to it and spilled it over the boundary line. Guy throws the ball back in. Lattimore takes it out of there, gets his handball. Shannon Winters bumps it forward. Coming through now is young Jack. Gets the ball back towards Tuna Atherton. He comes inside now and finds Usher. Usher goes wide to the lead of Richie Burton, who finds him on centre wing. Oh, looked to be off there for a second, but he fell over. And the umpire's going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And somebody mouthing off has cost him 50 metres. So Scotty Maitland, I'd say, would be the offender, knowing Scotty. Never frightened to have a say. And 50 metres. Richie Burton now about to pump Centrals deep into attack. Kicks it forward. Packs there. Oh, well, don't know about that one. He played it off hands, I thought, but he's paid the mark to Gilbert Taylor. So Taylor now, 45-degree angle, about 25 metres, 30 metres out from goal. That last kick was a poor one. We'll see how he goes on this occasion. Just practising his kicks there, stretching the leg. And he comes. Oh, it's another absolute shocker. Off the side of the boot and rolls over the boundary line for a throw-in. So Gilbert Taylor has not got the boots on today for Westies, which is quite handy. Umpire throws the ball back in. Over the top goes Burton. Can't get his hand to it. The West player gets a kick away. Here's Burton here. Coming through was Winters. Young Shannon Winters done well. Got bodied out of it. Coming through is Harrison and Stanton. The ball beats both those players over the boundary line. Half-back flank for West, far side, and we'll have a throw-in. Good even first quarter. Throw-in again. Maitland will do the ruck work this time. Ball beats both players for the ground. Come through was Fisher. Trying to find it. Can't get it out now. Umpire letting things go. Still letting him go, but says this time I'll have it far side. Ball goes up there now. Six Mansfield get his tap down to Scotty Maitland, who got his kick forward. Good diving effort there from the central player. Ball comes out Atherton now. He goes short and finds Usher. Usher comes back inboard to a wall of players. Touched off hands was the call, but a free kick. Big Lattimore. Young Shannon Winters, one of the up-and-coming stars of the West Whyalla team. Take the free kick in the centre of the ground. Goes long, looking for the lead of Brown, and we'll find him right on the siren. Now, will Brown go back and take his kick? And he does, but that will be chopped off and no score will result. So the end of the first quarter, it's all tied up. 1 goal, 2 apiece. A very entertaining first quarter. Excuse me. This is the siren for the second quarter. Kittle about to send the ball skyward. Bad bounce there from Kittle. Lattimore favoured by the bounce, but Hagi got a good tap to it. To his father brother in Young, point 3 Hagi, who got a handball to Maitland. Maitland forward to Brown, and he up and under, looking for Judd. Blakely sets himself in front of the pack and took a very good mark in front. Good strong mark. Deep in the defensive 50 for Centrals. Lead there from Atherton. Comes wider though to the lead of Carter. Good defensive punch away from Bowman. Hagi comes through, couldn't get it. Harrison now puts it on the boot. Nobody there, and Stanton mops up for Centrals. Comes bouncing away. Kicks an up and under ball, looking for Lattimore. Manfield with him. Big Sticks can't quite take the mark. Young Taylor it was, gets a thump away now. Manfield with the bounce of the ball. Oh, got tackled as he went over the line and wasn't happy about that. And the free kick will be paid to to Sticks Manfield. He was a bit lucky there. He slung the young player afterwards. Manfield now kicks the ball long. Looking there for Brown and finds him. Third in line was Brown of the Westie players. It's Martin Woodcock comes onto the ground for West. And Brown will find him short. Good mark there. Woody Woodcock. Looking for options. Goes short. Looking for the lead of Maitland. Over the back, the Central players destroyed away, but a free kick as Maitland, I think, did something to young Timms. And Adam Timms will take a free kick deep in the defensive 50 for Centrals. Timms now going straight up the ground, looking for the run of Carter. Watt has the job on him today. Comes over the back to Manfield. Gets rid of Carter. Goes well. Good kick out the wide to the pace of Winders. Winders now. Hewish to beat. Comes in forward and a good, beautiful kick to young Bradley Smith. Smith now on a just slightly worse than 45-degree angle. About 40 metres out. This will be test him. This will be at the length of his kicking ability. As he comes in now, directly into the breeze. Nice looking kick off the boot, but he's just pushed it and through for a minor score. So first quarter of the second quarter goes to the West. Minor score through the boot of Smith. Ball comes wide now, out the far side. Tackled there well, but he's given him one in the head. Players thought he might have ducked, but comes out wide to Manfield. Manfield now out wider to Wakeland. Wakeland half forward, far side. Goes in looking for the lead of Brown. Has to sit on him. 3 or 4 players come through, including Hookie Stanton, who took the ball and ran with it strongly. Got it out wide. This will favour Fisher. Hagi's in Usher's in hot pursuit of him. Fisher picks the ball up, turns him inside out one way, then the other. Gets tackled. Good tackle from Fisher, from Usher, and he got caught and pinged holding the ball. Plays on quickly now, looking for Stewart. Getting back there quickly was Anderson, but couldn't quite find him. Stewart now with the ball, wheels onto the right boot, goes long and up and under. Sieben getting back. This ball though might beat him all over the boundary line. It hit the post. It hit the post from Stewart. It was a big long kick. Kieran Stewart hit the post. As Simon Chase now prepares to bring the ball back in. Goes long, looking out there, all over him, too high, and that West player, as soon as I can find my glasses, out the far side, looks to be Scotty Maitland, comes inboard now to the left leg of McCartney. He goes forward and finds Hagi. Hagi wheels away quickly, got tackled as he kicked. Comes forward now to Woodcock and Stanton. Woodcock turns around on a threepenny bit. Timms though comes through, beats him for the ball, gets his kick out for Atherton. Bounced in front of him, gathered, goes back to Timms who ran on well. Woodcock chases hard. The ball comes wide, had nothing to kick to, and will find the boundary line, the half forward flank. So a good kick there from Timms, but had nothing up forward to kick to. 2 West players leading them into the ball. And looks to be Usher comes over the top, was Gilbert, who got tackled without it. So Gilbert Taylor, not frightened to have a bit of push and shove. Over the back the ball goes. Good punch away from Simon Chase off the ground. Kieran Stewart has kicked a point. Straight out of mid-air, Kieran Stewart had a swipe at it and put it through for one behind. So very unlucky there. Ball comes out wide now through Chevy Chase. Goes wide looking for his skipper and Dasher Hagi. Put his body in well. A free kick will come back to Centrals on the far side. Looks to be young Cameron Stewart. Comes in, kicks long, looking for Carter. But coming in front position, there was a West player who got tackled without it. Ball comes through for the Central player and kicked on. Goal was through, I think it was Jackson. Or it might have been younger brother of Stewart, of Taylor. But another point. It was young Jackson, I think. There's the ball now in the hands of Simon Chase. Comes in, poor kick. Spoiled away there by Centrals. Gets a handball from Delosti. And again smothered off the boot. The ball will go out of bounds. Bad kick there from Simon Chase. Needs to go longer. Lucky to get away with that. Throw in now deep in the attacking 50 for Centrals. Lattimore and Manfield. Out of the air goes Manfield. Gets it to Hagi. Bursts away. The familiar burst of Dasher Hagi. Out wide to the run now of that Central player in Atherton. Kept it in front of him. Done well. Got it forward to big Lattimore. Lattimore pumps it forward again, looking for Mark Turner. Getting back there was the West player in McCartney. Manfield bounced off a tackle and got a handball out to Anderson. Anderson now spots up, looking for Hagi, but coming through was Lattimore. Cut it off. He goes short, looking for Taylor. Zoom in there, couldn't quite cut it off, and Taylor has the ball. 30 metres out on a 60-degree angle. So he'll be kicking with the breeze right across his kick here. Comes in. Sets it up. Coming back slightly. I think he's got it. He has. He's kicked truly. It's the first goal of the quarter to Centrals. Second goal of the quarter, sorry, to Centrals. And they skip away now. 3 goals 5 to Westies, 1 goal 3. The 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Central's doing all the attacking early on here. Pinning Westies back.
Yes, I'll bite you.
As the ball comes back to the centre. There's the bounce. Good bounce this occasion from Kittle. Ball comes down from Manfield in the ruck. Comes out Maitland. Out to Hagi. Burst away goes Dasher Hagi. Kicks it, ships it up looking for Brown and finds him. Comes in over the top was Timms. And a bit of remonstrating going on. Have to be careful here, boys. But Brown took a good strong mark. Tim's come over the top and collected him high. A bit of remonstrating going on, just a bit of push and shove. Brown now into the teeth of the breeze. Normally a good kick, but probably too far out to score. It's a good long kick though. It will sit up in the goal square. Manfield runs back into the pack. The ball comes forward off hands. Smith can't quite get it. Coming through, just missed the oncoming Central player. The ball comes through the pack again. Westie players getting in there, tackles, and the ball comes up, and the umpire says, I'll have it for a bounce. Right on the edge of the 10-metre square. Forward 50 for West. Ball gets thrown up now. Manfield out of the air and has just missed. Took the ball out cleanly out of the ruck contest, swung around onto the right boot and just the wrong side of the stick, Rexy. Blakely it is, looking to bring the ball back in. Wakeland, mans the mark, and he goes short and finds Robbie Dunn. Robbie Dunn plays on, looking to wheel back onto the left boot, gets around Woodcock, who tackles him as he kicks it, puts a bit of pressure on. Hagi should have taken a mark there. Coming through was Bowman. Bowman goes back towards Anderson, or McCartney it was. Got his kick forward to nobody in particular. Coming through there was Watt. Brown goes in. Central players go in now, and Usher. It comes out wide to Lattimore. Gets tackled, gets his handball to Burton. Burton kicks it forward looking for Stewart. Coming back was Anderson. The ball comes over the back to Sieben. He'll get a kick out wide now. The race is on. But the ball will beat him over the boundary line. Deep in the back pocket. Good defensive kick from Sieben. Had nothing on option and went for the boundary. Far side. The umpire now throws the ball in. Lattimore and Turner it was, and Manfield. The ball comes out the back towards Usher. Usher kicks in. Backing into the pack there was work by Scotty Maitland. Coming through hard was this West player in Sieben. The ball gets batted on the ground, and the umpire says, I'll have it. Sieben come through very hard then on Richie Burton. Umpire said it was okay. Up it goes. Manfield again and Turner. Ball comes out the back now there to Bowman. Bowman gets his handball out looking for Anderson. Anderson got a handball, but it went straight to Usher. He gets it up and under kick. Shannon Winters get us on to the end of this, but no, the mark is taken by Turner. I think it's Mark Turner. No, it's City Carter. City Carter has it. Well, I thought Shannon Winters was going to wrap that right up, but City Carter took it straight out of his lap. And we'll kick for goal directly in front, 20 metres out. Here comes Carter now. Kicks truly. It's all clear. And Centrals now move away to 3-5. West Whyalla 1-2. Scoreboard must have been wrong before. An extra goal on the board for Centrals. I thought that was their first goal of the quarter earlier, but it definitely is their third for this quarter. Second for this quarter now. 3-5. Westies 1-4. The 12-minute mark of the second quarter. Kittle has the ball back in the middle. About to send it skyward again. Oh, bad bounce there by Kittle. Favours the central player there in Stewart. Can't quite get a tap to it. Comes out now to Manfield. Manfield dodges and weaves. Gets a handball over the top to young Watt. Watt weaves around. Gets tackled with the ball. Needs to do something with it. Going to get pinged here, young Tristan Watt, and he does. As we have a bit of byplay here. A few boys going in a bit willing. Centrals now play the ball on. Go forward through Usher. Usher comes out towards the contest, but good strong mark there to Sieben. As he gets his kick, comes out wide off the side of the boot. The left boot. Anderson runs onto it. Young Stanton. Sieben gets rid of his player. He kicks now looking for Kieran Stewart. Kieran Stewart gets knocked off the ball by his opponent there. Scotty Maitland butters up. Needs to get a kick away, Scotty. And he does over the boundary line. Half-back flank for West Whyalla. Well, I can tell you right now, Sticks Manfield and Gilbert Taylor won't be sending Christmas cards to each other. As the ball comes in over the top, Turner and Harrison do the ruck work. Ball come out the back. Good work there from young Anderson it was. Comes now to looking for Bowman. McCartney it is, who looked a bit proppy just then. The ball beats him over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in. Again, versus in the same spot. As Scotty Maitland takes his time getting up, seems to have got a knock to the leg. Lattimore comes out to Richie Burton. Going through there was Fisher. Can't quite get it. Hagi bursts through as he does. Coming through now is young Zoom. Young Donkey Zoom gets away. Hewish gets into some attention. Sieben comes in hard on Lattimore. Comes over the top now. Tristan Watt needs to do something with it. Does. Gets a handball. Sieben gets a kick away. But it'll fall straight into the arms of Richie Burton. Almost centre wing, grandstand side. Burton now looking to move it quickly. Has Blakely, who's snuck down from the back lines. Point 3 comes through, spoils him. Manfield gets it. Comes back over the top to Hargy. To Manfield again from Scotty Maitland it was. Over the back, City Carter. Gilbert's going in very hard on Manfield. I can tell you they do not like each other. The ball's chipped up. Fisher in front, gets a free kick from Usher. Forced his way to the front, did Fisher, and forced the free kick. Halfback's flank for West. Doing well, Mark Fisher early. As he comes wide and finds Smith, who's worked a long way forward. The only player in the forward attacking 50 for West is Wakeland. The kick now forward to Hargy. He's got spoiled from the back. Coming through was Carter. Gets his kick forward. Gilbert Taylor has an absolute paddock. Chasing him hard there is Bowman. Taylor has the ball now, looking to move back into that right boot. He does so. It's an awkward looking kick and he's just picked out Bowman. Or McCartney it is. Bowman was the runner before. So McCartney now. That left, raking left boot. Looking for Harrison, but point 3 takes that in front of him. And a better judged Mark. Kicks forward now with that awkward looking left leg kick and finds Brown, who marked it in between two Central players. Having a very good patch of form is Brown. Kicks forward now for the one-out contest of Wakeland. Getting back Central players spoil. Comes to Winders. Winders to use his pace onto the left. Gets the call from Watt out wide. Needs to do something with it. Watt. A bad handball again. He's done nothing very much at the moment, young Tristan Watt. The kick come out and found Dasher Hargy, though, for West. Right on the 50-metre arc. 45 has... McCartney it is. Forced him wider. Wrong side for his left leg. He would probably make the distance easily. We'll see how his accuracy is. And he comes. It's a raking left kick. Coming back on the breeze. And a good mark right in front of goals there to Mark Wakeland, I think it is. Yes, it is. Very good mark. Judged it well. The ball swung late. As we have an interchange here. As young Travers comes on for young Zilm. Wakeland now point blank range, doesn't miss, and the third goal goes on the board for Westies at the 17-minute mark. No, it was the second goal. I thought it was. The scorers are having trouble on the board. Second goal goes on the board for Westies at the 17-minute mark of the second quarter. Central's 3 goals 5, Westies 2 goals 4. Good mark, good strong mark there from Mark Wakeland. Read the ball better than anybody and took a good strong mark. Umpire throws the ball up now. Lattimore gets a tap down to Carter. Goes back to Lattimore to Usher. Usher bursting through the centre now. Honours the lead of Stanton and come out on a very fast lead and found him lace out. 30 metres out. A 45-degree angle. So some moves being made by both coaches here. Stanton, normally a defender, being thrown forward. Delosty could have been the one that's been moved. And Stanton now. Has he kicked truly? I think he has. No, he hasn't. Just pushed it to the point. So, bad kicking here. Keeping Westies in the game from Centrals. As Chevy Simon Chevron Chase about to bring the ball back in for West. Players tend to break to the far side, the defensive side for West. Chevy goes long now, bit of an up and under. Manfield coming through, gets rid of good body on Mark Turner, can't quite complete the mark. The ball comes out through Usher. Usher now gets his handball, coming through as point 3. Young Hargy got a handball, got smothered from young Taylor it was. He gets a kick inboard, looking for, not quite sure of that player there. Got a good handball though to Mark Turner, and Mark Turner went bang and slotted through his first goal for the day. The handball come through from young Richmond it was. Westies mucked around with it a bit there. Poor handball from young Hargy. And the Central boys swooped in Richmond. Got it over the top to the big fella in Mark Turner, who's got the nappy around the head. must have a cut under the chin. Always not a bad look in a grand final. And he slotted his first goal for the day. So some good late goals here to Centrals in this quarter. Ball goes up. Lattimore and Harrison comes through there. Watt couldn't get it out. It come to Burton. Burton got his kick forward now. Stephen led in the race but got a bad bounce. Good. Yes, a free kick was held there. It was Richmond. A good shepherd there was put on the player by Manfield, and he got held without the ball by Richmond. Ball comes out now this wing. Good body work by McCartney. The long raking left leg goes forward to Bowman, looking for Brown. Brown goes over the top of him. Coming through is Timms. West make a change there, and Woodcock off for Simons. Young Lee Simons, good up and coming junior. He's going to be right. Oh, the umpire said he got held without it there, the player in Hewish. He got pushed in the back, he said. And Hewish now will take a relieving kick for Centrals. Goes now almost to the square, over the back, good mark by Fisher. Young Mark Fisher. Centre wing, centre line grandstand side. Young Fisher going forward now, got smothered off the boot there. Oh, Willie Sleep, well that's a bit stiff on the young fella. It was a good smother, but Willie said, no, you encroached over the line, son, have 50. So Mark Turner will go inside 50 metres, still too far out to score. Young Simon should run straight out of there and drag Burton away from that. Does so. And the lead, no, the ball will come back. Well, Willie Sleep being a little pedantic here, making sure Mark Fisher is on the correct line. So he goes forward now, just bombs it up in the air. Richie Burton got his name written all over this one, can't mark it. Comes out the back, Turner. Timms took a stick off the ground. Brown got a kick to it, but Lattimore, working back in defence, will take the mark. Comes wide and finds Dunn. Dunn in the back pocket now. Moves onto his left leg, goes inboard and finds young Kieran Stewart. Harrison stands the mark. Cameron Stewart goes along to the lead of Turner. Turner almost running away from Manfield. Manfield punched it away with a bad bounce. Chevy Chase bursts through, took the ball and away he goes now. Has a paddock Chev. He's had two bounces. Goes along with the kick now, looking up forward for Smith. It bounces in front of him. Over there's Hargy, beaten to it by Gilbert Taylor. Gilbert gets a handball away and over the boundary line. Good defensive work from Gilbert. Beat a couple of players and got a handball away defensively to the boundary. Comes to throw in. Lattimore and Harrison. Harrison wins the tap, not to himself. Gets out now, looking for and finding McCartney. McCartney with that left leg going forward, but good, well judged there from Dunn. Almost should have been paid the mark. Coming through there for West was Maitland. Gets bundled off it now. Buttering up again with Atherton. Atherton has a couple of bounces. Good chase there from Winders. Gets it over the top to Hewish. Hewish goes long now. Looking at the back here for Richmond. Richmond misjudged the mark. Over the top for Stewart. Stewart, clever play. Taps it to the advantage of himself. Runs onto it now. Doesn't want to bend down and pick it up. And the ball gets bundled out over the boundary line, and the umpire said on the full. And that'll be a free kick to Westies, deep in the back pocket. Or is it? The goal umpire signalling the ball is out of bounds on the full. The boundary umpire says, I'll throw it in. And they cannot. Yes, the boundary umpire says yes it was, and it is Westie free kick. So the goal umpire called it. The boundary umpire said, yeah, all right. The kick now comes back in looking for Fisher, and a good mark. Oh no, not paid. Gee whiz, City Carter gets a kick to it now. Back there is Chevy Chase battling hard. The ball comes to Fisher, gets it to Turner it was. Got a kick in on goal, and it slides across for a point. Geez, Mark Fisher looked to have that ball. But the umpire said no, play on. And Mark Turner just ran a ball, dribbled one along the ground for a point. Chevy Chase about to bring the ball in deep into time on 24-minute mark. Second quarter. As he goes wide, looking for the lead of Manfield and finds straight to Lattimore. The ball went over the top, bit of push and shove. Nothing doing there, says the umpire. And Hagi slapped the ball away. Darren Hagi over the boundary line, and the umpire will throw it in far side. In front of Chops and Margie again, having a day out there. There's the siren for half time. The scoreboard reads Central Whyalla 4 goals 7, West Whyalla 2 goals 4 at half time here. Some wasted opportunities from both teams, but Central's have been wasteful in front of goal. Should have been much more further in front than that. It's what been a very hard and physical contest early on. So on a warm day, players need to get some liquid into them, and whoever has the better legs will see this out. But Central's with the advantage at the moment, doing well here. And at half time, they lead in the 2001 Grand Final. Second half here, as Westies run out into the ground, both teams out there now. Fairly even first half. Central's perhaps got on top towards the early on in the second quarter, and perhaps should have been much further in front if they kicked straight, but Westies hanging in there slightly, and need to have a good quarter this quarter with what breeze there is. It's a bit of a gusting breeze, but about 1 to 2 goals, gusting at times to 3, but still use of the footy, making sure you hit your target and then kicking straight when you're down the goal end, the goal front. Puts pressure on the scoreboard. So a bit of work to be done. Just a few of Westie's stars not quite in the game. A few people finding it a bit hard to find the footy, and young Watt, young Smith hasn't seen much of it. In fact, a lot of the forwards haven't seen a great deal of the ball. Brown, clearly the better forward of all the forwards out in the ground. And the same pretty much for the Central team. In Usher hasn't seen much of it. Burton again hasn't seen a lot of it. Their main movers. And their forward line, they've swapped it around a bit and rotated some people through there. Kieran Stewart, the leading goal kicker for the Whyalla Football League, has 2 points to date, and has kicked perhaps poorly as well. But this game is still very much up for grabs. 15 points the margin at half time, and Central's in front, so Westies have the work to do. But that can change very, very quickly. The attitude right upstairs, and next thing you know, you're on a bit of a roll, a couple of straight goals, and it's all over. Umpires waiting in the middle. Both groups of teams in huddles, and the instructions from their respective captains, trying to fire each other up. On a beautiful spring day in September. Warmish day. It's still very, very pleasant. As Westies break from their huddle. Try to pick up some changes, if any, at half time there. Young Simons is definitely on. Woodcock coming towards the bench.
19 and 1.
Looks like Travers is on a half-back flank. 6 Mansfield at centre half-back. Anderson and Sieben the back pockets, with Chevy the full-back. Hagi coming to a wing. Waddy in the middle. Bomber Watt. Harrison to do the ruck work. McCartney or Bowman's been pushed into the centre, along with the captain Dasher Hagi. And for Central's, pretty much the way they started. Cameron Stewart, the rover, in the middle, with Usher and Burton and Lattimore about to take a big run at the footy. Umpire Willie Sleep holds the ball off to start the second half. Goes skyward, Harrison and Lattimore. Harrison gets a tap towards his captain in Hagi. Harrison now gets a handball away. Point 3, can't quite get a boot to it. Coming through hard was Hagi. Good tack on the ball there, put Atherton down and out. In there goes Harrison. Gets his tap over the top. Shannon Winters tries to take it. Coming through there with Blakely. Good tackle from Hagi, who's going in hard early on. Tim's sitting over the top of it. Brown got him. Coming through again was Scotty. It was Hagi, who's trying to assert himself into this game. Coming through now is young Taylor. Young Taylor there, the brother of young Gilbert Taylor. Gets his kick away and into the back pocket. Well, very early on, you could see it there. Dasher Hagi went and ran straight through 3 or 4 contests. No regard for his own personal safety, as he's always shown through his career, and just put a couple of people down. Comes out now, handball goes back now, finds it with Burton. He gets his kick wide, looking for Turner out there. But the big sticks went and spotted over the boundary line, and Chops and Margie are picking up possession after possession. Far side. Boundary umpire has the ball now. Harrison and Lattimore will do the ruck work. 2 strong, big young lads. Harrison, good work there, read it better than Lattimore. Got his kick deep into the forward line for Westies, but that rolls wide and out of bounds, and another throw in deep in the forward, attacking 50 for West Whyalla. So the boundary umpire does a bit of work. Bit of a gallop around the fence. Shots back. Wheels around. And hurls it over his head. Good work there from Brown. Coming through was Fisher. Got a handball out to a contest between Smith and his opponent. The kick comes out though, and a good mark taken by McCartney. Held up there by Turner, far side. McCartney now with that long raking left foot. Goes long with a booming kick it is. Bit of a wobbly one, and it's out of bounds on the full. Perhaps tried to latch onto a torp there, McCartney. Bit of a waste. Centrals now bring the ball back in. Now he's looking for his opponent, but that ball has dribbled over the boundary line. Went tight with the kick. Not quite sure who the player was, but he's moved the ball around to the 50-metre mark for the offensive 50. Young Stewart it was, young Cameron Stewart. Ball getting bumbled around there, but in the pack, young Stanton had the run of it, running up the boundary line towards a contest of Turner and Manfield, and they see the ball over the boundary line for another throw-in. So the boundary umpire over that far side doing a bit of work early. As Lattimore and Harrison do the ruck work. Over the top though come Burton. Got it down to the front. Stanton got a handball in front. Coming through there looked to be the player of McCartney. Got an up and under with the right boot. Fisher trying to attack it. Comes out to Scotty Malin. He gets a handball over the top. Hewish runs onto that though for Centrals. Shannon Winters got bundled out of it. Hewish comes through, goes back towards the big pack of players and sticks Mansfield. Takes a good strong mark in front of Mark Turner. Comes inboard now, looking for Bradley Smith. He won't have any height to mark that. It comes out the back. Burton picking up kicks willy-nilly at the back lines, and he kicks it out now and finds Turner, the far side. Manfield holds him up. Lattimore provides some run. Anderson goes with him. Now Turner goes inboard, looks for Usher. Usher in the centre square. Mark stood by young point 3 Hagi. Lattimore, Usher goes back, finds Burton. Picking up plenty of kicks on the defensive side. Kicks wide, but a good mark taken out there by Bowman in front of Lattimore. Bowman now goes long, up to half forward looking for Brown. Good body work there from Atherton. Couldn't quite complete the mark. Coming through was Watt, but no. Atherton was held without the ball, said the umpire. Brown infringed and takes a free kick at the half-back flank out of side for Centrals. Players running out of defence, trying to break the lines, nothing much, so he goes up the line, looking for the lead of, it was young Scotty Collison. Couldn't quite get that far. Centrals kick it forward. Stewart overran it. Comes out the back now to young Simons. He butters up again, the young man. Gets it away, working hard in there. Handball come out wide. Central have it through Turner. Gets it to Burton. Burton finding plenty of the ball. Kicks forward to Karen Stewart. Over the top went Sieben with a punch away. They run towards the boundary line. Sieben grabs it, wheels around, gets his kick away towards the West player there in Bowman. Bowman now wheels onto his right boot and goes long to centre wing, looking for the run of Brown. And Brown takes a good mark there. Centre wing out of side. Looking to move it quickly. Lattimore now. Call to play on is Brown. He goes long looking for the lead of Fisher. Bounces in front of him and beats him straight over the boundary line. And again, right in front of Chops and Margie. Possession number 4 for Chops and Margie at the outer wing. Bang those plates, Margie. It's the boundary umpire. Brings the ball in again. Harrison gets a tap away, goes over the top of Watt, who cannot find it at the moment. Goes back now to Fisher, to Atherton. Atherton kicks wide looking for Burton. Burton about his 6th kick this quarter. All in defensive 50 though. Defensive half of the ground, I mean. So Burton shows his ability to work back. Squares the ball now to Tuna. Tuna Atherton squares again to Usher. Usher has Timms wide. Bit of a kick, has to do a bit of work here. Oh, seen Scotty Maitland coming and pooed the pants. Timms sitting over it. Comes out wide now to Watt. Watt gets a good handball to Smith. Smith should turn and go bang at goal. He dodges inside, balances up, kicks the ball straight through the middle. Westies did a good goal there. And it's on here in half-back flank. Tuna and Scotty Maitland saying hello to each other. But Timms it is. And young Timms absolutely turned the white shorts brown as he seen Scotty coming. Turned the ball over. And Watt got a good handball over the top. Smith balanced up, dodged inside and kicked a good goal for his first today. So Westies coming into it now with the breeze. Bit of push and shove. There's a blood rule as Mark Turner comes off. The big fella went in to try and help out his teammate and has a bit of claret, probably coming from a cut previously earlier on in the day. It's been opened up again by the look of it, and a bit of push and shove as Richmond will replace him. Young Smith gets Westie's 3rd goal on the board. So Manfield has a bit of a mismatch at centre half back now. He'll have about 2 feet on Richmond. Richmond's going to look to run him though. Tap go, ball goes up, tap come out wide to McCartney. Comes out to Bowman, good well tackled there Bowman, got pinged hole on the ball. They call advantage. Out wide now the runners in Carter. Carter goes long, looking for Delosti, is it? He got the ball over the back. Seaman tries to, bounces on his point for him. Through there was Travers. Slung off the ball was Latz. Travs get the ball now, gets his kick away, looking for Manfield, put it out in front of him. He has support out there in McCartney. Gets his kick away now and finds Watt. Watt running hard. Needs to find a bit more of the ball. Chips it up. Looking for Anderson. Can't quite take the mark. Coming through there is Stanton. And he sees the ball over the boundary line for a far side throw in. Boundary umpire throws the ball in. Lattimore and Harrison. Harrison with the free kick. Latz tried to sling him around. Gives a handball to Watt. Watt now takes a bounce, has plenty of room, kicks long, a bit of an up and under, needs to flatten him out. Scotty Maitland at the back, can't quite, gets it now, gets it to the ball on boot. In front, the lead of the ball is Smith. Smithy drags it back on the boot. That's a beautiful goal from the young fella. Young Smithy, you reckon he's not happy? And trying to pump the boys up. The Westies get their 2nd goal in as many minutes. Now, showing a bit of emotion, the boys, trying to fire each other up and get each other going. So the runners now. Good work there from Maitland, got the ball forward. Good work out wide, and Smith, young Bradley Smith, swooped on it, put it on the boot and squeezed it through for his 2nd goal in 2 minutes. Westies now draw to within 3 points of the 9-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Central's 4 goals 7, West Whyalla 4 goals 4. The ball coming back to the centre now. Boundary umpire's working overtime today. Willie Sleep about to hurl it skyward, he does so. Harrison and Lattimore. Harrison got a good tap there to the advantage of Central players though. Through goes young Stanton. Got a pressure, handball under pressure. Westies seem to be doing better here. They've worked harder. Coming through as points 3 and Timms. Brown taps it to himself. Picks it up now, gets a handball to Wakeland. Wakeland gets a kick around the corner. Scotty Maitland coming through hard. Good attack on the ball. Hewish got in his way. Going through there is done. Well tackled by the West defence. West forward players. The ball comes out wide though, and Blakely takes a relieving mark. And half-back flank. Between the back pocket and the half-back flank. Centre wing. Lattimore makes the lead. He probably needs to work back now because he's got nothing big to kick to. As Slattery. Harrison pumped the ball away as it was called play on. City Carter sits over the ball. Coming through was Fisher. Oh, it was a bit soft. Umpire, he called it high. As City Carter takes a free kick. Just shy of the centre line. Kicks forward. Dasher Hagi comes through, cuts that ball off. Stewart got a handball to Taylor, the younger brother of Gilbert. Gets it out to Burton. Burton got a good kick away. Oh, that was soft. Absolutely soft. Willie, it's not under 10, son. Richie just virtually ran into the player and got called for a free kick after disposal. Comes up limping, Burton. But Harrison just seemed to stand there and Burton seemed to cause the collision running into him. But Kieran Stewart, the leading goal kicker for Central Whyalla and the league, will take this 45-degree angle, 40 metres out from goal. Comes in close to the man on the mark. It's up and under, won't score. Goes away there. Players converge on it. No mark has been called by the umpire. He said play on, and I'll have it. Willie Sleep throws it up again. Lattimore takes it out of the air. Gets a kick over the top, but out of bounds on the full. Just threw it on the boot. Chevy waiting for the ball to come back from the crowd. It does so now. Chevy goes wide. Good long kick outside the defensive 50. Looking for Manfield. That's a huge, absolute huge grab out there by the Central Whyalla player in young Stewart it was. Cameron Stewart took an absolute screamer on grand final day. Out wide there, ball went forward looking for Kieran Stewart. He couldn't find it and the ball goes over the boundary line in front of the Rapina players, the far side of the scoreboard. Absolute specky from young Cameron Stewart. Boundary umpire throws the ball in again. Harrison gets a palm down. Lattimore gets hold of it, gets his kick around. Central making a change now as young Scotty Collinson comes off after playing a game in the 18s grand final. For Turner back on with his very unfashionable bandage around the head. The ball comes out of the back. Young Stewart here lines up in front of goal, and I think he's missed. Has he? No, he's kicked it. He's got it. Young Kevin Taylor it was. Burst through off the back of the pack. The ball come over. Bad checking there by Westies, and he raced into an open goal and put West Central's 5th goal on the board. So, young Kevin Taylor, his 2nd goal for the day. And Central's now moved to 5 goals 7. West Whyalla 4 goals 4 at the 13-minute mark of the first quarter. There's the bounce. Harrison again wins the tap. It comes wide to McCartney. He gets beaten for it by young Stanton. Stanton running away from Watt in hot pursuit. In comes the Shepherd from Taylor. Gilbert Taylor gets the Shepherd on and kick forward. Goes and finds Delosti, I think it is. I think it's Delosti. Comes in with the kick now. Looking for Burton, and Burton takes a big strong mark over the top there. Richie Burton receives some attention after that too, as the Central players come in and remonstrate with the West players. Willie Sleep doesn't seem to be pointing for 50. And Richie Burton will line up for goal. Directly in front after taking a beautiful mark. Cops some attention afterwards. But no 50 metres from umpire Willie Sleep. Then he comes now. Very deliberate approach. Up high and under kick. Looks to be straight over there to the umpire. And Richie Burton firing his players up now. As Centrals get 2 goals in 2 minutes. They move to 6-7 to Westies 4-4. Back out to the margin at half time. So all the good work done by Westies has gone straight away. The umpire bounces the ball. Again, Fisher gets the tap away. Coming through there is Wakeland. Gets his handball out for McCartney. Shepherds the ball to no one in particular. Coming through, young Simons. Dodge got a handball. Good work from the young lad. Goes wide now to McCartney. It is on the left leg. He's out wide and finds young Shannon Winders. Winders now goes long with an up and under kick. Looking for Maitland. Good body work. Who's there? Brown is also there. Wheels around as he does on his right boot. Got tackled. Dropped the ball, and holding the ball was the decision from the umpire. As Dunn gets up limping. Take the free kick, Robbie Dunn. Throw the ball in, says the umpire. Boundary umpire come in and conferred with the central umpire and said, we will throw the ball in. So a bit of a break there for Westies. The ball now comes back in. Lattimore and Maitland. Maitland gets the tap over the back. Players went in everywhere hard there. Fisher coming through hard also was the central player. Got his kick forward. Now Stephen picks it up in the centre square. Avoids the tackle from Kieran Stewart. Coming to McCartney it was who got beat for the ball. Anderson. Stewart bounces away there. Gets a kick forward and finds Burton. Richie Burton gets his kick forward for the Delosti. Delosti tries around, gets around Chevy Chase and runs into an open goal. So poor defence from Westies there. Couple of players going at the heads. Central's bang on a third goal. Late in the third term. Through young Delosti. His first of the day. Started at full forward. Ball back in the centre now. Westies need to turn their attention on to the footy, I think. Just not doing enough with it. As Wakeland comes off, looks to be stretching earlier with a bit of cramp. Coming through hard there was McCartney. Good work goes in young Simons. Dasher Hagi, point 3 coming through. Good work in there also was young Travers. Coming on now is Woodcock for West as Wakeland has a rest. Umpire Willie Sleeps has a quiet word to Mr. Travers. Ruck duel there goes work. Good work by Harrison. Ball smothered from the kick there by young Stewart against Seaman. Good tackle from the West Whyalla player. Comes down towards Trav. Sits up for him. Props. Stops. Gets a handball straight to Usher of Centrals. He gets it out wide to Lattimore. Lattimore to the advantage of Taylor. Out it goes wide now. Six Mansfield comes in to assist and the ball gets bottled up and the umpire says I'll have it. In Central's 50-metre arc. Central's doing the better here. With that 21-point lead. The kick comes forward. Out the back. Playing in front though was point 3. Who got a sport away from him. Coming through is young Taylor. Young Taylor gets bundled off the ball. Point 3 bursts through. Gets a big torpedo punt back towards the centre. Turner there. Ball gets knocked off hands. Brown comes. Wheels around onto the right boot. Uses a screen from the umpire. Gets his kick away forward here looking for Woodcock. Woodcock now got tackled when he didn't have it. Maitland takes it. Robbie Dunn comes behind, weaves one way then the other, and then kicks the left foot. Will it be close to the line? Mark, in fact, on the centre wing by Mark Turner. Comes inboard, has Burton loose. He in turn can't quite mark it. Has a loose player there in Atherton. Atherton to Usher in the middle. Usher turns, will have Taylor over the top. Uses him now. Goes out to Gilbert Taylor and he marks in the centre square. Goes wide now, looking for Kieran Stewart, but the kick's a poor one, and marked there by Manfield. Manfield now goes wide to the wing, looking for the run of Shannon Winders. Winders runs onto it. Can he pick it up? Has a player to beat. Does well, young Shannon. Keeps his feet in the contest. Hewish is there. Wheels around. Comes inboard and finds Harrison. Harrison, a good mark there. Slows it up. Squares the ball up now. Tristan Watt, no. Further still to McCartney. McCartney, the raking left boot, goes forward. Playing in front is Turner. Good work, goes over the back. Woodcock tries to throw his boot at it and maybe has hurt himself a bit there. No. The umpire said he got a boot to it and it's out of bounds on the full. Scotty Maitland it was. Robbie Dunn about to take the free kick. And 50 metres. Scotty Maitland not coming back on the mark. He's having a dirty day, is Scotty. Robbie Dunn now takes his free kick with the assistance of 50 metres and finds Mark Turner. Half-back flank, centre wing now, comes to the centre wing side, looking for Richie Burton. Damien Sieben, though, comes forward and takes a good mark in front of his player opponent in Cameron Stewart. Kicks inboard now to Bowman. Bowman cuts the ball off just as City Carter arrives. Bowman now. Big strong player. Kicks it long, looking for Maitland. And in front was Woodcock, but that looked to be a mark to Maitland. Play on is the call, but the umpire says I'll have it. Scotty's having a very dirty day. Not very happy with the umpires. Throws up now. Brown gets a tap out. Scotty Maitland got it on the boot. Coming through was Atherton. Atherton took the mark, played on, has a bounce, gets a handball away now, has Stanton out wide. Comes out wide now. Finds Turner. Turner goes over the top again to Hookie in the 1-2. Hookie comes forward, looking for and finding Richmond. Richmond now turns around, has Taylor running through the centre for him. Doesn't honour that. Goes longer now, looking for Delosti with the lead. Backing back though, sticks Manfield. Takes the free kick. Wants to try and remonstrate, just better off getting the ball and going back. Sticks. Has Bomber Watt in the middle if he wants him. Being manned up. 0.3 short as well. Probably will go longer now, looking for Harrison or Brown. He goes wide. As McCartney is reported. Who is reported for who? Which way is it going? No. Both players reported. As Kittle has taken the number of both players in McCartney and looked to be Stewart. And throw the ball up in the centre square. Good tackle there from Westies. Comes out now to 0.3. Gets an up and under kick to the advantage of Shannon Winders. Can't take the mark. Goes onto the ground. Gets a handball now. Runs away. Shannon uses his pace. Goes for goal. Deliberate attack on goal. Just through, I think. It is. It's a goal to Westies. Shannon Winders. Good pace from the young player there. Wheeled around onto his right foot. Beat his player. And then kicked truly. Balanced up and put it through. His first goal for the day. Westies now 5 goals 4. Central 7 goals 7. Back to 15 points to the margin. As the ball comes back to the centre line. And Willie Sleep throws the ball up. Gilbert Taylor into the ruck now. Coming through was Bowman. Can't quite pick it up. Comes through Taylor. Taylor gets a handball now to Jackson. Jackson running now out wide. McCartney in pursuit. Gets his kick forward. Dasher Hagi. Bodies out the back. Here he comes now. Dasher about to pick the ball up and break free. Gets tackled. Gets knocked off the ball there. Coming through comes Travers trying to get hold of Richie Burton. Simon's got a good ball there, got a good handball to Watt. Watt now dodges, weaves, needs to do something with it. Point 3, attacks, goes forward with the long kick, looking for Brown. Brown and Atherton. It's been a good contest. The ball comes over the back to Blakely. Blakely now gets a handball out, looking for Stanton. Stanton and Timms mix it up. Shannon Winders with superior pace, wheels away around from younger Stanton there. Handball over the top to McCartney. McCartney now gets away from Hookie Stanton. He goes wide on the left boot, looking for the lead of Smith. Smith bodies his player onto the ball, but Blakely got a hand to it and put it over the boundary line. Westie's just starting to mount a charge here again, late in this third term. 24-minute mark, can't be a lot of time left. It's the boundary umpire about to throw the ball back in. In it comes. Woodcock does the work, comes to Brown. He's trying to pick it up, gets a handball to Watt. Watt can go to Winders. Winders balances inside out, gets his boot of the ball towards the goal line. Comes through there as Timms and Smith. Over the back goes young Tuna. Tuna Atherton kicks the touch beautifully. And in the fast forward pocket for West. 50-metre line. As we have a blood rule, Mark Turner again. More claret coming from the chin of Mark Turner. Straight off on the boundary line. The umpire saying to get straight off. Bring the player straight on. Scotty Collinson it is coming on. Kicked 100 goals in the under-18 competition this year. Today he did. As Dasha Hagi comes off for a bit of a breather and Mark Wakeland going on. Not exactly sure about that move. So we're waiting for Collinson to take his position. He does so. And there is the siren to end the third term. And we see Central Whyalla 7 goals 7. West Whyalla 5 goals 4. And the margin remained the same as it did at half time. 15 points. We'll be back shortly for the final term. Yes. The Franks. Looks like Mark Wakeland won't be taking a lot of further part in the game as he goes into the change rooms. So Harrison in the middle. He's got Watt behind him. The captain in Dasha Hagi and McCartney. Centrals have Adam Lattimore as the boundary umpire removes some debris from the ground. Some clothes it is. He removes the clothes from the ground. The Centrals have Lattimore, Taylor, Cameron Stewart and Richie Burton in the middle, ready to do battle again. Wooly Sleep just making sure everything is ready. Picks the ball up now from the centre circle. There's the siren to start the final quarter here. Lattimore and Harrison. Harrison didn't quite get it there. Lattimore got the tap. Hagi, point 3, gets a kick forward, looking for Winders. Good work there from Hewish over the back. Coming through as Fisher trying to force him off the ball. Still in front of Hewish it is. Hewish now tackles Simons. Simons can't get it out. And Willie Sleep says, I'll have it. The ball has been pushed forward towards Westie's 50-metre arc. Sleep throws the ball up. Harrison gets a round arm left to it. Comes out now. Hewish gets a kick away. The chase is on. Gilbert Taylor leads his player in Stephen. Taylor, important to keep his feet here in a contest. Doesn't, goes to ground, but still wins the ball as Stephen went straight over the top of him. Hagi chases hard on Taylor. Gets the kick to forward, looking for Delosti. Delosti takes the ball to ground. Comes back, picks it up. Good tackle there. Good work from Anderson it is. And forces the ball over the boundary line. A few words being shared between the two. But the umpire will have a bit of work to do the far side. As again, boundary umpire throws the ball in now. Over the back comes through Collison. Collison throws it on the boot, and I think he's kicked a goal. He has. Scotty Collison come bursting through off the pack. Got it down from the ruckman and kicked his first goal for the game. So Central's first blood early in the quarter, making it very, very difficult now for West. Need to kick 5 goals now. Scott Collison. First goal for the day, for the game for Scotty. Already played in the under-18s and brought up his 100th goal down there for the season. As the ball comes back to the centre now, Willie Sleep sends it skyward again. Harrison, Lattimore got a good hand to it. Coming through was young Taylor. Rushed his kick forward to City Carter. Handball to Burton. Burton gets bumped off the ball as he kicked. Goes over the top to Lossie. Tried to handball over the top to Anderson. Come through, butted up. Chevy Chase there in support. Push there on Anderson from Delosty. Not doing, says the umpire, on the ball. Beats players over the boundary line on the far side. And we'll have a throw in. Far side now, the umpire about to throw the ball back in, does so. Harrison and Lattimore do work. Coming through was Taylor. Taylor there, got a kick up and under. Scotty Collinson in front. The big fella couldn't quite get it. Wheels around onto his left foot. I think he's kicked another one. He has. Scotty Collison making an impact here in the last quarter. He's kicked 2 goals in 2 minutes. The big burly full forward for Centrals. Kicked the second goal in 2 minutes here. And Centrals kick away. 9 goals, 7 to 5 goals, 4. Westie's in trouble. Ball back in the centre. Willie Sleep again. Throws the ball up. Harrison and Lattimore. Harrison this time wins the tap. Goes towards the advantage of Stephen. Can't quite get it. Watt comes through now. Paddling the ball again. Can't get it out. The back comes Stanton. Stanton to Atherton. Atherton doesn't quite know which way to go, but eventually kicks it forward. Looking for Turner. But in front was McCartney. McCartney now streaks away onto that left boot. Kicking forward. Looking for... Woodcocker was. Hewish cut across in front of him. Comes out of the back to Stanton. Stanton has plenty of time. Picks the ball up now. Coming wide looking for Lattimore. And Harrison comes in front of him and does well, Harrison. Can't quite pick the ball up though. Out the back now. Lattimore gets a kick smothered away. Watt has had an absolute dog of a day, young Tristan Watt, and fumbled the ball straight over the boundary line. Has not been able to find it at all, Bomber Watt, today. Very disappointing for him. Over the back now, the ball comes. Sieben kicks it in forward, looking for Woodcock. Leading in the race there is Smith. Tim's hotter than his hammer. The players vie for the ball. Bit of body weight, push and shove. Smith went to ground. Tim's come away with it. Got a left kick forward and finds the boundary line. Far side, centre wing. Good defensive work there from Tim's. Smith couldn't keep his feet. And Adam Timms found the boundary line on the far side with nothing to kick to. Boundary umpire now throws the ball in. Ruckman go to work there. Bumped forward by the West Ruckman. Out the back there goes to young Cameron Stewart, I think it is. Bounced up and down like the cook in the ocean. Dennis kicked forward. Sticks Manfield went up with the one hand. Out the back was Anderson paddling forward into the path of Hargy. It comes to Anderson again. Hargy says he did. Umpire says the whistle went that Hargy didn't have it. Or it was Manfield that didn't have it. No, it was Hargy. I thought it was in the call. And Hargy, centre half back for Westies. Needs to do something quickly. Not a lot happening. Players spread across the ground everywhere here. Not a lot of movement at all. As he goes wide now to the lead of his brother in point 3. Young Hargy now wings around onto that left leg, looking for Scotty Maitland. The ball forward, and Blakely takes the kick, takes the mark. He comes wide, finds Tuna, who has a paddock. Young Simons will come towards him. He goes forward now to Kieran Stewart, the live wire. Gets a hand of that ball to tap it on. 3-on-2 here for Westies as they work it out through Shannon Winters, who gets a defensive kick forward and finds the boundary line. Kieran Stewart comes off now for Jackson, comes onto the ground. Lattimore, good body work there on Harrison. Got him out of the contest. Gets a handball forward. Coming through there is McCartney. Left it behind. Shannon Winters with a good tackle on. Coming through now quickly was Taylor. Taylor now, the younger brother of Gilbert, gets a kick forward looking for Bex. Delosty it was, and Simon Chase got a big punch to that, and the ball went over the boundary line right by the point post, deep in the forward pocket for Centrals. Boundary umpire right next to the point post, throws the ball in. Over the top goes Manfield. The ball comes down. Over the back now here is Shannon Winters. Shannon Winters gets a check side kick looking for touch. Turner bounced it off his knee over the boundary line for a throw in just outside the 50-metre arc for West in the defensive 50. Throws the ball back in now, the umpire. Harrison got pushed under it a little bit, missed his target. Turner come through, got a kick to it. Out in front, Mark Fisher goes back with a fly to the ball courageously. Couldn't quite take the mark. Players butter up again, and we'll have a ball up deep in the forward 50 for Centrals. 20 metres out from goal. Umpire Kittle, Johnny Kittle, bounces the ball. Six Manfield takes it straight out of the air, goes to Tristan Watt. He comes back in onto his right foot, runs now, has a bounce, gets a kick now, the old up and under, and good body work there from Brown, but he's been pinged for a push on Richie Burton. Very soft free kick again there from Willie Sleep. Burton now squares it up inside the square to Dunn. Dunn can go wider to young Stanton. Young Luke Stanton lines it up now. Goes long from about 70 metres. Made the distance easily, but the accuracy was away. And a little fella, he's not much of him, all 5'6", sprayed it from 60 odd metres. Chevy Chase now brings the ball back in. Comes wide to Manfield. Manfield now goes shorter to Hargy. Hargy has Anderson over the top. McCartney it is. McCartney on that left leg. Goes in and finds Brown, who's been pretty good all day for West. Presenting himself well from centre half forward. Brown now. Looking to go long. Does so for the lead of Woodcock, who's going to be 3 deep when he flies. The ball come over the back. Hookie stands, slapped it away to Lattimore. Lattimore went back to, looks to be Blakely here. Or it might even be, yes it was Blakely. Blakely got his kick away. Usher and Anderson in the contest. Watt comes through, tapped the ball to his advantage, picks it up again on the left leg, has Harrison. Again an up and under kick, but Harrison sitting under the ball, couldn't mark it. Blakely come in well. Ewish come through, so did Winters. The players go in hard. Ball comes out now to Usher. Didn't quite get his handball away, kept his feet in the contest though, got it away now with a check side kick, but found Manfield. Manfield taking a relieving mark at centre wing. Comes inboard and finds Sieben. Sieben goes wide to Hargy. Hargy now looking at his options. Good deliberate kick. Looking for Brown. Brown comes down with it. Play on was the call. Got a handball to point three. Point three wheeled around on his left leg. Looking up forward to the full forward position, but a good mark over the top. Come through. Hookie Stanton it was. Good mark to Hookie Stanton. Out wide now the play goes. Through the legs of Timms. Clean bowled him. He's out. Butters up again. Comes back inside looking for a handball. Can't quite get it away. Coming through there was young Simons. Got tackled there by young Luke Stanton. The players go in hard. Out the back here comes Timms. Gets it over the top now to Turner. Turner uses Dunn. Dunn on the left leg. Goes long. Looking for, I think it is young Stewart. Stewart it was. But here comes Gilbert Taylor. Gilbert Taylor lines him up. The umpire has a look and says goal. Gilbert Taylor rode the pack well, come through and kicked his first for the day, Gilbert Taylor. And you'd have to say this game is over. At the 11-minute mark of the final quarter, Gilbert Taylor is fairly well injured in that tackle as he kicked the ball. And looks to be coming off the ground, yes. Looks to be a rib injury to Taylor. The boundary umpire is having a bit of trouble getting the ball back from the crowd. And young Richmond about to come on again for Gilbert Taylor, who looks to be very stiff and sore. Boundary umpires bring the ball back to centre. Johnny Kittle will send the ball skyward again. He does so. And the whistle's gone for a break in the centre square, and the kick will go to Centrals. To be point 3, jumped in the square early. Kick comes forward now. Six-man field runs onto it, gets tackled, tries to get a handball away. Central players going in there now. Taylor, young Taylor, gets a kick around the corner looking for Collinson, but the ball beats him over the top of their heads and over the boundary line, deep in the forward pocket for Centrals.
Was it today?
Boundary umpire doing a bit of work. Ball comes in over the top, tapped away now. Manfield takes it, breaks 3, doesn't have much to kick to, and spotted up and found Lattimore, half-back flank for Westies. Lats now says, I'll go long, loads up, puts it up in the breeze, kicks it up and under, looking for Scotty Collinson. Delosty come through over the top. West player there in McCartney, couldn't quite find it. Players go in hard. Coming out now is McCartney, he did find it. Come around with a raking left kick, but Lattimore standing up there. He's been pretty good all day, lads, for Centrals, playing a kick behind the plate. Well, if they're consistent, he should come around onto his mark, but late in the day, the umpires have said no, and he goes short and finds Mark Turner. Turner now, this distance will be no problem for him. A prodigious kick with the nappy wrapping around the head. Mark Turner sits it up in the breeze, probably pushed it out to the right, it falls short. Harrison can't mark the ball. Manfield it was, and it beats him over the boundary line for a throw-in, 10 metres around from the goal. Palmed down by Turner, straight to Watt. Got the kick there, did Travers. Travers comes back to Lats. Lats got slung as he kicked and found Manfield. Manfield slows that up now. Players break away. Fisher gives him a lead. He just doesn't honour that and goes forward and finds Sieben. Sieben now, still in defensive 50. Looking for options. Has Turner and McCartney wide. Comes in that direction of Brown also. Over the top goes Atherton. Ball comes down. Burton gets a handball. Comes around to McCartney. Needs to wheel around with that left leg. Goes with the right though. Gets a kick forward. Smith throws through his hands. Comes through Timms. Timms comes out wide looking for his player there in. And Lattimore it was, but the players hold that up. Watt comes up limping from the contest. A few weary boys getting up, Lattimore and Burton. As Harrison comes in to do contest with Lattimore again. Tump straight over the top to Luke Stanton. He'll load it up again from 60 metres. Goes short this time with the lead of Delosty. Can't find that player. Players jump on the ball and we'll have a ball up deep inside 50-metre area for Centrals. Luke Stanton looked to load it up then, going for goal, but then just looked down, found Delosty leading and put it out in front, but didn't quite find him. Ball goes up, players wrestle for it in the pack, coming through hard with bodies. Usher now, trying to get a handball away, couldn't do so. Manfield does, gets it wide now, got it out there through Shannon Winders. Winders comes wide. Sieben one way then the other, then gets his kick and will find the line, just beats young Jackson over the boundary line in front of the central huddle, central box, grandstand side. It's the boundary umpire, throws it in, it's a beautiful throw. Comes over the top now, coming through was point 3, hard was Blakey. Sieben gets a kick straight into the crowd. Seen a mate standing in the crowd and said, here, catch this. Down the full. Richie Burton gives the ball over to Lattimore. who's just picked up possession after possession and has been one of Central's better players. Goes short with a kick looking for Collison. Bounce in front of him. He grabs it beautifully. Wheels around onto the left leg. The ball contest from Siebert. Good work there from Chase. Got the ball down the ground. Usher got tackled when he didn't have it, and the free kick will be paid. Well, it's just very, very bad football there from Westies. As Usher now lines up for his first for the day. Slight angle, no more than 20-30 metres in front of goal. Comes in, keeps it low, kicks it truly, and that's the ball game. Central Whyalla move to 11 goals as Usher gets his first. Central Whyalla now 11 goals 8. West Whyalla 5 goals 4 at the 17-minute mark of the final term. And fairly disappointing for Westies here in the final quarter. Centrals are careering away with this game. Manfield into the ruck now. Sieben in the middle. Shannon Winders into the middle as well. Manfield. Lattimore still beat him. Coming through there was Taylor. Carter comes through. Try to get his kick away. Good body work there from Harrison. Carter butters up again. Out comes now to Shannon Winders. Good handball to the Manfield. Manfield now trying to get players moving. Kicks it wide. Gets it wide to point 3. Point 3 goes wider to Smith. Smith struggling to pick the ball up. Tim's right on his hammer. Gets it out now. Luke Stanton, I think it is. Gets his kick around the body. Looking forward there for... Not sure who that is. Looks to be Richmond. Wheels around onto the right boot. Goes long looking for Delosty. Delosty and Chase. Chase hammers it down. Turner comes through. Gets tackled by Scotty Maitland. Looked to be high or holding the ball was the decision from the umpire. Looked to break the tackle. And got pinged holding the ball. Ball comes wide now looking for the captain in Dashahagi. But his kick looks to be too wide. And out of bounds on the full centre wing far side. Not sure who's taking the free kick here. Looks to be maybe young Stanton, I think it is. Young Luke Stanton looking for his options, or it might be young Stewart, I think it was. Cameron Stewart kicks in long. Comes through there now to a West player, out to Hagi. Hagi looking inboard, gets a handball to McCartney. Butters up again, does Hagi. Goes in there now. Can't quite find it. Pack forms. And we'll have a ball up. Half forward flank for Centrals. 19-minute mark, almost about to break into time on here. The last quarter. The ruckmen do battle again. Sticks Manfield over the top. Comes through there. Young Taylor got a kick away. Coming through, and Usher takes a good mark against his direct opponent in Anderson. Good body work. And took a good courageous mark. The flight of the ball. Fairly similar spot to where he kicked his last goal, just a bit further round on the angle. So again, keeps it low again. Direct kick, stabs at it. He's got it again. 2 straight goals now for Usher as Centrals go on their merry way. Usher kicks his second for the day. Centrals move on to 12-8. West Whyalla 5 goals 4. And we're into time on here in the last quarter. Lattimore and Manfield again. Manfield gets the tap this time, down to Sieben. Sieben jets his kick smothered. Coming through there looks to be Stanton. Young Stanton gets a good handball now to City Carter. City Carter gets a big up and under kick. Delosty storms out from full forward. Can't quite get it. Coming back around there was Anderson, I think, who's kicked it out of bounds on the full. Well, a bad mistake there from Anderson. Poor kick, had a bit more time than that. And Scotty Collison comes inboard with a short pass and finds Hookie Stanton, who's come down from the halfback flank. Hookie Stanton adjusts the socks. He'd be on a 45-degree angle here. Distance shouldn't be a problem. Good lump of a lad. Solid leg. Comes in now. Good deliberate kick, probably just pushed it slightly. Yeah. Dragged it across the goal for a behind. His second behind for the day, Stanton. The ball comes grandstand side from Chase. Finds McCartney. McCartney goes, wastes no time. Winders has Watt short if he wants him. Shannon holds the ball up. Now goes to Watt. A bit of an up and under kick. Watt, though, takes the ball. Goes over the top to McCartney, who ran on. Uses his pace. Runs away from Turner. Goes his full distance onto the left leg. Looking for Brown. Brown read the ball well. Took a good mark from Burton. Players streaming forward now for West. Brown looking for an option. Has young Simons short if he wants him. Probably not on now. Looking for big Martin Woodcock. The kick comes in. Woodcock there with Fisher. But a great mark over the top. Cramp. And I think it's young Blakely. No, Delosti. Delosti worked back to the centre, the full back line. It's a good grab. Goes wide. Finds Atherton. Finds Lattimore. Latz. Big Latz comes inboard to find Taylor. Marks it on. No, he didn't. Drop the mark on his chest. Should have held it. Flicked out the back now. Richmond coming through. Gets a handball to Stanton. Stanton has room in front of him. One bounce, two. Will load it up from 60 metres. Stanton kicked for long towards goal and just bounced the wrong side of the post for the young fella. Through for a behind. Chase comes now to Anderson. Anderson looking for Watt. He'll run onto this. Butters up. Takes the ball now. Tries to run away from Turner. Got tackled. Slung as he got a handball. Comes through now. Scotty Malin. He gets a handball here to the running machine in Shannon Winders. Runs away from his player in Jackson. Gets his kick now. Looking forward for Smith. Smith got pushed off it. Around there is Travers at the fall of the ball. Got a handball. Simon's in there. Trav's in there again. Coming in there the central players. And they handball over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw in. Half forward flank for West. Deep into time on. Can't be any more than 2 minutes left in the game. Umpire throws the ball in. Burton does the ruck work with Woodcock. Over the back it comes Doggy Stanton. Stanton goes to Burton. Burton now comes forward to Timms. Gets a good shepherd there. Well smothered there from Fisher. Fisher should let Watt take the ball. Goes through. Coming through hard was Timms and Turner. Well, that was a bit soft, I thought. But free kick has been given to young Watt. Young Tristan Watt will take the free kick. Slows it down. As Brown and Blakely have a few words. The ball comes in, will land right on their head. Woodcock come over and somebody is a bit ordinary there, I'd say. McCartney might have jagged a knee. And Kittle says, I'll have that, boys. We'll throw it up. I think McCartney's jagged a knee as he landed there awkwardly. After contesting that ball, he gets up, he's walking around, seems to be okay. Point three comes over the top and forces the ball straight over the boundary line for a throw-in. Half-back flank for West. The ball gets thrown in now. Lattimore and Hagi. Hagi missed the ball. Lattimore got it down. There's the siren. It's all over. Central Whyalla win the game. 12 goals, 10 to 5 goals, 4. A very unsatisfying effort there for the West Whyalla team. Disappointing effort that in the end. Scoreless in the last quarter. And they've gone down in a disappointing showing. Fade out. Central Whyalla, perhaps the favourites and deservedly winning this grand final today. They've been the better team all year and showed that today with their class. Perhaps not as close as some people thought it might have been. At the end of the day, they've ran out comfortable winners. 12 goals 10 to Westie's 5 goal 4. Just quickly, some better players for West. I thought Brown was pretty good all day. Manfield, the back line through Sieben. Anderson tried hard. Probably well beaten in the end by Usher. Chevy Chase tried hard all day, and after that you'd perhaps struggle to find a good player. But for Centrals, I thought Adam Lattimore was their best player all day. Richie Burton helped them a lot. Atherton was good at half-back, and Gilbert Taylor bobbed up and down and got some possessions there. But I think the medal will probably go to the big fella in Adam Lattimore. He's had a very, very good day today, I think. Mark Turner also played well, but the medal today will probably go to Adam Lattimore. The West boys there just being consoled by their friends and officials from the club, family around the place. The boys, they'll get around them. We'll get down to Slee Street tonight and have a few beers and celebrate getting into the grand final and see if we can't go a bit further next year. So we'll just keep this rolling, I think, and watch for the presentation. Just Waddy, I think, is just having a quiet word to his players around there, down in the huddle, just wandering around talking to players individually. Just as we're about to have the presentation up here in front of us in the grandstand, and we might just move to one side and let that happen. This has been Billy Baker and Tio for TD Video Productions and West Whyalla.